Hi guys, welcome back to Yayascrafthouse. Today I'll be showing you how I made this really cute Barbie bunkhouse room out of cardboard and other recycled materials. I started with a sheet of cardboard big enough to fit the biggest doll. Then I cut out 4 edge pieces and glued them together to form a base for her bed. I then did the same thing for the top bunk, leaving the sides a little bit shorter. Then I took 2 jumbo popsicle sticks, glued them together lengthwise, and glued them onto each corner of the bottom base. And then I glued on the top bunk. Next, I trimmed off the excess. Then I cut out cardboard and glued it onto each end. Next, I moved on to making the little sisters' beds. I did these the same way, but on a much smaller scale. Once the beds were assembled, this is how they looked in the space. I then removed them and started working on the wallpaper. I used 2 sheets of scrapbook paper for the long wall, and for the other 2 walls in the ceiling, I just used white paper. Next, I glued the beds in place, cut out some trim pieces, and glued them on. I then moved on to making the stairs. I used jumbo popsicle sticks again, and cut them to the desired length and glued them in place. I wanted to make some rails for the top bunks, so I used some paper straws, cut them to the desired length. For the long bunk, I actually used 2 straws. Next, everything got about 3 coats of white craft paint. I then decided to add some cardboard at the head and foot of the lower bunks to cover the popsicle sticks. Next, I made some mattresses for the bunks. I just took some white material and glued it together inside out, turned it right side out, filled it with some batting, and glued the end closed. I did go ahead and sew some stitches in mine to make the mattresses look tufted. Next, I built a small shelf for the big bottom bunk. I cut the rounded ends off of jumbo popsicle sticks, glued 4 together to make a square, and then added 2 across the middle to make shelves. I then decided the upper bunk needed a table, so I took 1 popsicle stick with the ends cut off, made 2 little legs and glued it together, and then repeated this step again and then glued the 2 tables together. Next, I laid some carpet. I used the same material I used for the mattresses, but with the fluffy side out. I cut a piece to fit and then hot glued it in place. I did make sure to pull it tight as I was gluing it. I actually glued the carpet under the bottom edge of the box to give it a finished look and to make sure it wouldn't pull up. So this is the final result, and I love it so much. My niece and I actually broke it in yesterday, and she loves it just as much as I do. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up below and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you back here soon.